Jumping Mouse, a Native American of Friendship and Sacrifice by Misty Schroll. Narrated by James Earl Jones. Long, long ago, there was a mouse. She was a mouse like any other mouse, nose to the ground, running here and there, always seeing what was right in front of her. Except for one difference. She had a dream. She heard a story the old ones told about somewhere far away, the high places where life was good, and she dreamed of going there. "Come with me," she said to the other mice. "There is a better place for us." But they did not want a different life. So all alone, she went to find the high places. She scurried along until she came to a river. The water was running fast and looked deep. How would she get across? Then she heard a low, raspy voice. "Hello." Jumping in shock, the mouse looked around and saw a large frog sitting under a leaf. "Hello," she responded, tilting her head in curiosity. "Who are you, and where are you going?" asked the mysterious frog. "Oh, I am just a mouse, like any other mouse. But I have a dream. I am going to the high places. They are beyond anything I can imagine, but I know how I can get there." "I am Grandfather Frog," rumbled the frog. "I know of the high places. I am touched by the eagerness of your heart. Your journey will be long and hard, but because of your great longing, I will give you a gift to help you. Close your eyes." The mouse squeezed her eyes shut and heard Grandfather Frog said, "Jump! Jump as high as you can." The little mouse crouched down and jumped. As she did, she felt her legs grow longer and longer. "Your new name is Jumping Mouse. With these long legs you will cover much distance," cried Grandfather Frog. Jumping Mouse opened her eyes to see her wonderful new long legs. She turned to thank the frog, but he had disappeared. "I wish I could have told him how grateful I am, for now I can surely cross the river," she said to herself, and jumped over the water. The wide grassy plain started on the other side of the river. "Now my journey has truly begun," thought Jumping Mouse. She hopped and hopped and hopped until she was very hot and tired. Looking for a cool place to rest, she noticed a massive mound in the middle of the grass. As she inched closer to shelter under its shade, it moved. It was a buffalo. Jumping Mouse sat very still because she was afraid that she would be stepped on. Timidly, she looked up and was surprised to see that the buffalo was crying. "Brother Buffalo, why are you crying?" she asked. "I have lost my sight," said the huge buffalo, "and without my eyes, I cannot tell which grasses are good and which will poison me, so I will die." A great pity filled Jumping Mouse's heart as she rested her paw on Brother Buffalo. "I am so sorry for your loss, but do not fear. My name is Jumping Mouse, and your journey has not ended yet. For I will give you a gift. You will now be known as Eyes of a Mouse." Suddenly the buffalo could see, but to Jumping Mouse's surprise, the world had gone dark all around her, as if twilight had fallen on the moonless night. For in giving the buffalo this new name, she had given him her own sight. Jumping Mouse could hear Eyes of a Mouse rumbling with joyous laughter as she rushed through the grass in circles, and she smiled wholehearted. The buffalo exclaimed, "I would like to thank you. Is there anything I can do for you? I must cross the plains to go to the mountains where the high places are, but I cannot see," said Jumping Mouse. "Will you be my guide?" So together they traveled across the plains until they reached the foot of the mountain. "I am sorry, but this is as far as I can go, for this is the end of the plains. I was not made to travel up the mountain," said Eyes of a Mouse. "I understand," said Jumping Mouse. "I cannot see, but I can smell the crisp air of the mountain. I have hope I will find the high places." So saying goodbye to the buffalo, she went on. Jumping Mouse knew the mountain rose high before her. The sweet smell of grass was now replaced by a strong scent of pine and moss. Holding her dream close to her heart, She took a breath and started to climb. Feeling her way around tree roots and following the scent of the mountain breeze, she hopped and hopped and hopped until she was very hot and tired. Panting for breath, she felt a soft object with a large shadow where it was cool. As she leaned up against it, it moved. It was a wolf. Chubby Mouse sat very still because she was afraid that she would be eaten. In the silence, she could hear the wolf crying, crawling closer to the sound. Chubby Mouse bravely asked, "Sister Wolf, why are you crying?" "I have lost my sense of smell," said the wolf. "Without my nose, I cannot hunt, so I will die." Chubby Mouse's fear was replaced with pity, and reaching out, she placed a comforting paw on Sister Wolf's face. "I am so sorry for your loss, but do not fear. My name is Chubby Mouse, and your journey has not ended yet, for I can give you a gift. You will be known as Nose of a Mouse." Suddenly the wolf could smell all the things of the earth around her, but as Chubby Mouse expected, she herself could no longer smell the crisp mountain air. She could not sense anything beyond her reach, for she had given the wolf not only a new name, but also her own, also her own sense of smell. Chubby Mouse could hear Nose of a Mouse's joyous howl as she returned her precious scents, and she lovingly smiled. The path may be more challenging now, but the joy she was able to give it was worth it. Nose of a Mouse said, "I would like to thank you for such a wondrous gift. Is there anything I can do for you?" "I must climb the mountain to find the high places. I cannot see or smell the way," Chubby Mouse said. "Will you be my guide?" So together they climbed higher and higher up the mountain. As they reached the tree line, Chubby Mouse could feel the crisp wind getting stronger. She could hear the soft scraping of Nose of a Mouse's claws as the dirt gave way to solid rock, and knew they were near the top. "I am sorry, but this is as far as I can go, for this is the end of my territory, and there is no clover for food for me above the tree line," said Nose of a Mouse. "I understand," said Jumping Mouse. "I cannot see and I cannot smell, but I have a dream. I will find the high places." So saying goodbye to the wolf, she went on. But the journey was now very hard. Poor Jumping Mouse could not see and she could not smell, so she did not know where she was and did not know where to go. All the mountain rocks felt the same under her small paws, and all she could hear was the howling of the wind. So she stopped hopping and sat very still. A little tear found its way down her cheek. She was so very lost. How would she find the high places now? Suddenly, she heard a raspy croak. "Jumping Mouse, why are you crying?" She knew that voice. It was Grandfather Frog. "I have a dream to go to the high places," cried Chubby Mouse. "But since I cannot see and cannot smell, I do not know where to go." "Fear not, Jumping Mouse, for I will give you one more gift," said Grandfather Frog. "Jump! Jump now as high as you can." So Chubby Mouse crouched down, and she jumped. Higher and higher she went, and behind her she heard Grandfather Frog rumble, "Jumping Mouse, because you have selflessly given all that was special to you, I give you the gift of freedom and great sight. You will live in the high places. Open your eyes." Jumping Mouse opened her eyes. She saw an endless blue sky, bright with sunlight. Her body felt weightless as she glided on the wind. Below, she saw the world spread out before her. There was no limit to where she could go. With great exhilaration, she soared higher and heard Grandfather Frog's voice echoing all around her. "For I have named you Eagle." The end. And this is Cranky Vavers saying, keep on having a great day, and we'll see you real soon.